Championship. Introducing the challenger from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle is the #1 contender for the WWE title. He is the only Olympic gold medalist in WWE history. The list of accomplishments are endless. But tonight, Kurt Angle claims that he wants to win the title not only for himself, but for all the fans of the WWE.
And that's a good thing. Kurt Angle representing the people as he did in 1996, winning that gold medal around his neck. I think that's a good thing. Angle looks focused and ready to go, baby.
He better be.
Oh, he is. He's a machine.
Champion's bringing the A game.
I know, but Angle's a machine, bro. Goosebumps, man, I'm telling you. Let's do it.
One of the most anticipated WWE title matches in history.
That's the champ.
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Eddie Guerrero.
That looks like a caddy.
That is, that's like a scaled down Escalating of sorts. Pick up truck, low right up and down. I love it.
Eddie Guerrero riding in style at WrestleMania.
I'm digging the color too, by the way.
And ladies and gentlemen, almost 1 month to the day, Eddie Guerrero, last month at No Way Out in San Francisco, did the near impossible, defeating Brock Lesnar for the WWE title.
No doubt about it that Eddie Guerrero, the WWE Champion, has climbed the mountains and conquered mountains. But that right there, those eyes of Kurt Angle, those steel blue eyes, are another mountain he's got to climb. Good luck to Eddie.
Kurt Angle believes he's the conscience, that he's the soul of not only SmackDown, but the entire WWE. Kurt Angle claims that he's embarrassed that a quote, drug addict like Eddie Guerrero is carrying the gold. But Eddie Guerrero is reformed, and Eddie Guerrero is a champion in my mind we can be proud of.
Oh, I agree that Eddie Guerrero has performed, and kudos to Eddie. He deserves mad props for that. Eddie Guerrero, also a tremendous WWE champion. But I'm telling you, Kurt Angle, boy, he can go straight up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for the 20th time, the WWE title is being defended at WrestleMania. Eddie Guerrero looks to become just the 5th man to successfully defend the title at WrestleMania.
Wow, does Angle look ready or what? Damn.
Does Eddie Guerrero look ready?
Yeah, Eddie does. Right? No, he does. He does.
So let's talk about this matchup as we get underway. In my estimation, for Eddie Guerrero, he's got to attack from the air. He needs to stay vertical, lucha libre style for our champion.
I agree with that.
What about for the challenger, Kurt Angle, as the Eddie chants begin?
Well, there's any chance people here show mad respect for Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero knows what he's up against here, and so does Kurt Angle. I mean, both these men are world-class athletes, tremendous superstars. I'll tell you, man, I'm just happy we're out here watching this and calling this is going to be off the chart.
Collar and elbow tie-up, backs Eddie Guerrero into the corner as Kurt Angle. So again, the strategy for Kurt Angle would be after the clean break.
I think mat game. I think Kurt needs to, do what brought him to the dance, and that's that technique on the mat and wrestle, straight wrestle. Right there, going to a hammerlock to a front face lock and trapping the arm does Kurt Angle.
No doubt Eddie Guerrero's in trouble if Kurt Angle turns this into a mat-based matchup. Eddie Guerrero trying to battle out, and he does.
Nice.
A nice takedown of Kurt Angle by Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, now trying to ride Kurt Angle is Eddie Guerrero, and nice short arm drag there by by Kurt, and Kurt going to that headlock and controlling the head of Eddie Guerrero on the mat. And Eddie can wrestle, no doubt. Eddie's very well versed in mat work and mat wrestling.
A nice showing respect from these fans here at Madison Square Garden. Stalemate as we get underway. WWE title on the line.
I've wrestled both these men in the past, and I'll tell you, Kurt Angle, his conditioning's unparalleled, so is Eddie Guerrero. That's why this match is so anticipated.
Kurt Angle.
Man, speed there with that duck under that go behind.
And Kurt Angle may indeed have the quickness matchup, at least from an amateur standpoint.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Nice standing switch by Eddie Guerrero. A throw, right, almost like a judo throw with the arm called an Impon Sayanagi, actually. Believe it or not, that's what that's called.
And again, into that side headlock.
Back to the head, yep.
Kurt Angle continues the pressure on the champion, Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, controlling that head. Trying to keep Eddie on the mat here. See if Eddie can get out of this headlock. Maybe go to a top wrist lock or try and hammer lock or something.
Kurt Angle back to his feet. Eddie Guerrero, the champion, as well. Nice takedown again by Kurt Angle. And partial crowd here at Madison Square Garden saying, let's go Angle. The rest of the crowd saying Angle sucks.
But that's cool. That's what the WWE fans do. They pay to cheer who they want to cheer. That's all good in my book, man. Have a good time, and that's what's going on at WrestleMania.
Side headlock brings the challenger to his knees. Eddie Guerrero, the champion. Kurt Angle tries to reverse it.
Trying to go into a top wrist lock. Kurt switching into a hammer lock. Back to the side headlock. Boom! Nice tackle.
Shoulder knocked down by Kurt Angle. And Eddie Guerrero, the champion, back to his feet. Challenger champion staring at one another with the WWE Championship hanging in the balance here at WrestleMania 20.
The challenger, Kurt Angle, not rushing into nothing. Dominated with that shoulder block and didn't go in for nothing. Waited. Kurt is going to dictate the pace, and Eddie knows that. Eddie's going to be careful here.
So as the champion, what can Eddie do to allow himself to dictate the pace?
Try and hit something big. Eddie can come out of nowhere with a big high-impact move with his high-flying ability and that versatile background. I'll tell you.
By Eddie Guerrero, that was impressive. Back into the side headlock.
Yeah, well, Eddie, like I said, the man knows how to wrestle. He's been wrestling a long time. He knows what he's doing. And again, this is something that Kurt was working on, that headlock.
Oh! Shoulder knocked down by the champion. Oh, and another one by Eddie Guerrero. Starting to build momentum up over the top of Kurt Angle. And a third, and Eddie Guerrero taking it as the challenger wants to gain his breath.
A lot of speed built up real quick in a short amount of time by the champion, Eddie Guerrero, with that shoulder block. Kurt regrouping on the outside.
And whenever you see Eddie, you saw he smiled to the crowd here. When Eddie begins to build confidence, starts to fire up a little bit, he can gain control of the matchup.
That is when that man, Eddie Guerrero, the WWE Champion, is his most dangerous, when he gets a little confidence behind him, because he feeds off of that.
So if Eddie quickens the pace, it's in his favor. Kurt Angle wants to keep that pace slower.
Yeah, but I also think you got to be careful if you're Kurt Angle. You don't want Eddie Guerrero to get in your head and start playing games with you out here, because Eddie's been known to do that, and he can mess up your head a little bit.
I believe the match has been a draw thus far.
It's been tremendous, man.
In the early going.
As they say, the proverbial human chest. Look at that front headlock, but right there,
oh,
gets out of it.
Fireman's carry takedown by Eddie Guerrero, quickly into the armbar. And Kurt Angle has to spin out. That was impressive by the Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, you think how quick is Angle? Man, that switch was so quick. You see Eddie now keeping one knee down and the other foot vertical, trying to just maybe do a switch out of this or something, or maybe a throw.
Eddie back to his feet, the champion.
Tough spot to be in a front headlock by an athlete like Kurt Angle. Not fun.
Eddie Guerrero brought down to his knees again by the challenger.
Yeah, Kurt, that's an over and under. That's an overhook and an underhook. And controlling Eddie's arm with that with the overhook. Kurt just
shoulders down. Champion had to kick out.
See, this is what Eddie doesn't want. See, this is where Eddie Guerrero, his title could definitely be in jeopardy if he just
shoulders down again. And again, Eddie Guerrero has to kick out.
Kurt could hook you, trap you, and pin you so quick.
And as Kurt Angle is doing this, he is wearing the champion down. He's sucking the breath from the lungs of Eddie Guerrero here.
That's tough to do with Eddie Guerrero. Again, the conditioning, as I pointed out, for both these men are unparalleled. And Eddie's in great shape. Not the WWE champ for nothing.
Kurt Angle in tremendous shape as well. Kurt Angle has been focused on this matchup. In fact, if you look back over the past few months, Kurt Angle has manipulated Eddie Guerrero. Look at this! Eddie Guerrero! Great counter by the champion! And a nice arm drag. And a second one. And into the armbar again. Eddie Guerrero has Kurt Angle in a predicament. And you see how he has the forearm buried into the jaw.
And showing respect here for the live crowd here at WrestleMania at Madison Square Garden for Eddie Guerrero, wrestling his way out of the predicament he was in by Angle.
Does Kurt Angle have any advantage since he was in the main event at WrestleMania last year versus Brock Lesnar?
I think maybe a little bit, but there's no stage fright for a man like Eddie Guerrero. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing in there.
It's a realization of a dream for the champion, Eddie.
And I'll tell you what, Kurt needs to realize he's in a key lock here. Eddie Guerrero has a tremendously applied key lock on Kurt Angle's left arm.
And perhaps the champion gained a psychological advantage just out wrestling Kurt Angle there.
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, again, that goes back to that confidence. You know, that feeds into Guerrero's confidence.
Kurt Angle makes it back to his feet, trying to reverse this on the champion.
Yeah, now into a top wrist lock. Guerrero has Angle.
And Kurt Angle go behind. Guerrero off the ropes and runs into a knee to the midsection.
I don't think Kurt learned that on the Olympic team, that knee, but it's effective.
And the abdominal stretch.
Yeah, there's your abdominal stretch, all right.
Kurt Angle saw the opening, delivered the knee to the midsection, now continues the pressure.
Yeah, now you got to figure Kurt might, you know, quite possibly could be working the midsection, maybe. As you said, the knee, boom, into the abdominal stretch. Kurt's got a lot of leverage here, too. That's why Eddie's trying to move that leg off of his own leg of Kurt Angle.
So how Eddie Guerrero is hooking the left leg of Kurt Angle there.
To try and alleviate some of the pressure.
And he did alleviate the pressure. And quickly into a suplex.
Nice.
Eddie Guerrero spins the hips.
Yep, this is vintage Eddie Guerrero. Oh, and Kurt knew that, going for the triple threat.
And a German suplex of his own.
Kurt quickly popping those hips, clasping his hands and popping that German suplex off.
Elbow to the side of the head by Eddie. Shot to the back of the neck by Kurt Angle. Eddie Guerrero tossed, and he landed on the apron.
How quick was Eddie there?
Ducks over Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle's so quick.
Kurt now letting Eddie breathe.
Oh, not here. Not a German off the apron.
This would be...
Not a German off the apron.
Kurt, you're going to kill him.
Eddie Guerrero hanging on for dear life.
Eddie Guerrero saving his own life.
Elbow off the head of Kurt Angle.
Kurt is just relentless.
He's like a pit bull.
No doubt going. He's picking that ankle, and Eddie just kicking him off.
And back into the ring for Eddie Guerrero, the WWE Champion. Where's Eddie going?
Looks like Eddie was contemplating climbing a rope, but he changed his mind. Eddie's gonna, again, now Eddie wants a
drop kick. Angle off the apron. And now, as you mentioned, Eddie is dictating the pace of this matchup. Referee Nick Patrick doing a great job keeping the champion away from the challenger.
Kurt Angle is no rush to get back in that ring. I don't blame Kurt.
Where's Eddie going?
Eddie's going up to the top.
Eddie Guerrero to the top rope.
High risk.
And Kurt Angle rolled out of the way.
My God.
High risk maneuver in that midsection that Kurt Angle began to work on. The ribs right into the barricade. This could be the opening for the challenger.
No doubt the challenger, Kurt Angle. Eddie Guerrero making that mistake. Kurt playing possum. Eddie crashed and burned. Eddie's in trouble.
Here's the cover. Quick crown a new champion right here. And Eddie just rolled his shoulder out.
Smart by Kurt Angle. Eddie crashed and burned on that guardrail, and then boom, you go for a cover right away in the mid.
Kurt Angle
trying to capitalize.
wasted very little time. Oh, again, knee to the small of the back. Hook of the leg again, and the champion rolled out.
Working the midsection, as we pointed out, and the side, the rib area.
And who knows the damage done to Eddie's ribs as he came off the top rope of the barricade.
Quite possibly internally. Maybe Eddie has some internal damage, and here we go again.
The opportunist, Kurt Angle, with the shoulders to the gut. Now the snap there. And the pressure continues, and Kurt Angle going to go right to work on the injured midsection of Eddie Guerrero.
Kurt's got his legs wrapped around Eddie. That's a great find. And look at that, just bending the body in half. Controlling Eddie's head back while he has those body scissors on Eddie Guerrero. Kurt Angle putting Guerrero in some pain.
Sellout crowd at Madison Square Garden, trying to will the champion on.
What a match, man. This is how it should be for the WWE title, I'm telling you.
You notice how Eddie Guerrero, as soon as he begins to spin out, Kurt Angle immediately grabs the head.
And Kurt keeps very little separation between his body and Guerrero's body to keep the tightness, the pressure on.
But Eddie has separated the legs. Eddie's back to his feet, and a tremendous counter, perhaps out of desperation.
That's what Eddie's so good at. Out of nowhere, he'll pull a move out of just unorthodox and just,
in the midsection again, hung up on the top rope. Kurt Angle is putting on a clinic on how to wear down a body part.
No one can do it like that. Here we go.
Championship on the line. And Eddie, with everything he had there, to kick out.
Kurt Angle showed a little frustration there when Eddie Guerrero kicked out.
I'll tell you. Oh, look at this. Belly-to-belly suplex. Kurt Angle is wrestling a picture-perfect match here tonight. The game plan couldn't have been better.
And Kurt knows that. Talk about confidence. Now Kurt Angle feeling cocky and confident. The champion Guerrero's in trouble. Here comes a...
Oh, and another belly-to-belly. Kurt Angle into the cover, hook of the leg, shoulders down, and Eddie rolls out again. There's no denying the absolute bad blood between these two competitors. Kurt Angle again goes to work in the midsection of Eddie Guerrero.
And now with that gut wrench there, that bear hug, working that midsection. Kurt Angle pinpointing the body part, the area of Eddie's body. He wants to work on the midsection and back.
Kurt Angle, who basically, he fashions himself as a principled individual. And quite frankly, in Kurt Angle's standpoint, Eddie Guerrero disgusts him. Kurt Angle believes that Eddie Guerrero, a recovering addict, should not be representing the WWE as champion.
Not for nothing. Eddie has made some mistakes, but you know who hasn't? You know what I mean? We've all made mistakes.
Of course we have.
As human beings make mistakes.
Kurt Angle's made mistakes, for God's sake. Now look at Eddie.
Well, Kurt's not making a mistake right now. Eddie's in trouble, I'm telling you.
That
look at this. Oh, come on.
Thumbs to the eyes.
Well, Eddie just trying to get out, and he did.
And again into that big hug to the belly by Kurt Angle.
Look at Kurt, here we go.
The cover, on the outside.
There it is.
Shoulders are down, and Eddie Guerrero again kicks out, and frustration building within Kurt Angle.
Yeah, Kurt Angle thinking he's going to get a victory over Eddie right there, but got a little upset. What's Angle got in mind here?
Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero, two contrasting styles, both in life and here in the ring, but two great competitors, two great champions.
What is going to go on here?
Eddie Guerrero with a headbutt to the side of the head. Kurt Angle knocked for a loop.
Oh my God, look at this!
Knocked down again. Eddie, top
oh no, frog splash!
Nobody home!
How quick did Eddie make that decision, but how much quicker was Kurt to get his body out of the way?
Great point. Kurt Angle, if Eddie Guerrero had hit the frog splash there, this one was over. Angle realized it.
I agree with that.
Kurt Angle back to his feet first. Eddie Guerrero's midsection has suffered a tremendous amount of punishment. And now, the right hand, a closed fist, the boot to the midsection by Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle just stomping the tar out of Eddie Guerrero.
I ask you, is that a principled man, Kurt Angle? The closed right hand straight to the face of our champion.
Kurt Angle's in a fight, Cole. Kurt Angle's in a fight. He's trying to become WWE Champion at WrestleMania. The man is in a wrestling match.
I realize that, but Kurt Angle talks out of both sides of his mouth. The guy's a hypocrite. Well, give me a break.
I don't think he's a hypocrite. I think he's a tremendous athlete.
What was that? A straight right hand. This isn't a boxing match. It's a wrestling match.
You know what? Sometimes you got to punch a guy in the face when you got him on the ropes. You punch him in the face.
Eddie Guerrero back to his feet again.
Oh,
these are like the right hands Kurt Angle delivered Eddie Guerrero when he was handcuffed a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown.
Well, Paul Heyman was in a match, our general manager, with Eddie Guerrero when he was handcuffed.
Another right hand.
These right hands are very similar to those, except Eddie's not handcuffed.
And Eddie Guerrero wants some more. Latino Heat is firing up. Oh, the right hand.
Well, he's going to get some more.
The champion back to his feet.
I'll tell you, you got intestinal fortitude, Guerrero does, but I don't know if that's too smart.
And here comes Eddie Guerrero. Here comes the champion. Latino Heat with the right hands. Elbow to the face. Big clothesline.
Eddie Guerrero building momentum here, Cole.
Eddie's starting to feel it. This is what Kurt Angle did not want. Momentum for Eddie Guerrero. Whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Kurt Angle bounces off the top turnbuckle. Oh, and a suplex.
Right on the back of the head goes Angle.
Here's the cover by the champion.
What's that?
Shoulders down, and Kurt Angle gets the shoulder up just barely.
Yeah, but Eddie Guerrero's trying to kick himself into second gear here. You got to wonder, his breathing's got to be tough for Eddie. Plus of Kurt working on his midsection.
Kurt Angle,
nice reversal. Going behind here, heads up.
German suplex, and the hands remain locked around the waist of the champion.
Well, now Kurt Angle, again, keeping his body close to Eddie. Quite possibly a second German. Nope.
Eddie Guerrero rolls through.
Look at this.
They steal one here. And Kurt Angle kicked out. And clothesline.
Man, a Shevitz. You heard the skin hit skin there.
Kurt Angle, so explosive. Always knows where he's at in the ring.
I'm telling you. Well, that's what makes Kurt Angle the athlete, the man that he is, Cole. Come on now. Gold medal winner, former WWE champion. We might witness tonight Kurt become WWE champ again.
Well, Kurt Angle realizes the champion's in trouble. Kurt Angle stalking
Angle
Eddie
slam!
Guerrero. Angle slam into an arm drag.
Beautiful counter with that arm drag.
And a clothesline. And Eddie Guerrero, the champion, ducks the clothesline off the ropes.
Tilt the world. Oh, into that head scissors.
Kurt Angle's in trouble.
There's the confidence I'm talking about. Kurt, get your head together. Come on now.
Latino Heat's feeling it.
What's this? What's this?
Kick to Kurt's midsection. Great suplex.
Again, this is what Eddie tried earlier These triple verticals that we've seen Eddie do so many times on SmackDown. Such an effective offense by Guerrero.
Can Eddie hit for a third here? Kurt Angle, counter. Oh, look at this!
Nice ankle pick, maybe to an ankle lock, we'll see.
Kurt Angle trying to turn over Eddie Guerrero to the belly for that ankle lock.
He got it!
The ankle lock's locked in. The champion's in the center of the ring. The champion's in trouble. Will Eddie tap to the ankle lock?
Right smack dab in the middle. Whoa, look at this!
And Eddie countered.
Very impressive by the WWE champ, Eddie Guerrero.
But it doesn't take long for Angle. Damage to the ankle, but what a drop kick.
Kurt running right into that bad boy.
Eddie, where's he going? Uh-oh, the champion of the apron.
Eddie might be feeling froggy. Eddie missed that quick frog splash before.
Kurt Angle's down center of the ring.
Can Eddie?
Champion flying high. Kurt Angle.
Yeah! What a throw by the challenger.
Kurt Angle throwing into the cover.
Here we go.
We could have a champion. No. Man, how did Eddie kick out of that?
Had to be just on instinct. Eddie had to hear the referee's hand hit that mat. The second time, he just popped his shoulder up.
Kurt Angle's got to be at the point of saying, what do I got to do to put the champion away?
Well, Kurt Angle looks like he's got his head together,
Oh, no.
but the straps are coming down, Daddy.
It's go time for Kurt Angle. The straps are down.
Here it is.
The
Here we
ankle lock
go.
is in. The champion's in trouble. Kurt is dragging Eddie to the center of the ring with the ankle lock locked in.
Right in the middle of the ring, the ankle lock is on, and get another counter.
Counter. Shoulders down.
He did it.
Eddie Guerrero almost on.
Eddie Guerrero had Angle all tied up.
Missed with the right hand. Kurt Angle. German suplex.
Another German. How hard did Guerrero hit there?
And just when Eddie Guerrero looks like he's going to turn the corner and gain the advantage, Kurt Angle knocks him down a notch.
That's the effectiveness of a well-applied and impactful suplex. You can plant a guy quick, and you hear Angle say, get up, get up.
Eddie, the suplex is taking the toll on Eddie's back.
What
What a counter!
Holy God!
What a counter! Driving Kurt Angle head first.
That DDT on that surgically
And here goes Eddie. Here goes Eddie.
Oh, man! Kurt's in trouble, man!
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Flash connects.
It's over, baby!
He's got it. Eddie's got it. Did Kurt kick out?
I don't know!
Nick Patrick, the referee says Kurt got the shoulder up. I can't believe it. Eddie can't believe it.
I can't believe it either! And neither can Madison Square Garden! Don't waste time now, Eddie. Gotta get on him!
The champion needs to attack Kurt Angle right here, right now.
Kurt Angle got planted with that DDT, though, man.
Take another look at the high-flying champion.
Check this out. Look at that.
Connecting.
Laying it all
Here's
out.
the cover. Now what?
Oh, we couldn't see it, but apparently it happened. He kicked out. Angle did. Nick Patrick, the referee, said it.
And Eddie right back on the attack of Kurt Angle. Eddie trying to lift that dead weight of the challenger Angle to his feet.
Nice. Oh, man, he's back to the ankle lock Angle.
Angle played possum. He picked the ankle. The champion. Look at the agony in the eyes of the champion Guerrero.
Eddie counted 2 other times earlier. I don't think Eddie's countering this time, man.
Eddie taps.
He's gonna tap right now,
Rolls up.
Eddie's gonna tap.
Hang on, Eddie. Just hang on.
He's gonna tap.
Just hang on, Eddie. And Eddie countered.
Jeez.
Eddie countered.
Wow.
But has the damage been done to the ankle?
Good point, Cole, and I think the damage has been done. And Eddie,
Wait a minute. Eddie's untying his boot. What the hell's he doing?
well, he might be feeling, he might.
Oh, actually, maybe he's
I thought
tired.
maybe he's tired. He's untied. Maybe he felt the swelling up. Maybe his ankle could be it's obviously killing him. It could be swelling up.
And if those boots are tight,
Oh yeah,
it's really going to keep
the
the
boot
pressure
can
on
hold
the
it in.
ankle.
Well, the blood flows right to that injury when the pressure was applied with the ankle lock, and
Well, look at the agony the champion's in. Kurt Angle's,
he might have a broken ankle, Cole.
and Kurt Angle, if he could get back into the ring, could take advantage. I think the champion's
Well,
in deep trouble here.
I think Eddie's trying to get was trying to get his boot off because his ankle's broken, but now Eddie knows he's in trouble. Oh, he's trapped. Eddie's trapped for sure.
And Eddie's been dragged to the center of the ring.
This is it. The ankle lock is off for a 4th time in this match.
Will the champion tap out?
Just tap out, Eddie.
To the ankle lock.
Just tap it.
Wait a minute. The boot went flying.
Boot came off.
Look at this. Small package.
1, 2, 3.
Eddie wins. Eddie wins.
But wait a minute. But that's
Eddie wins.
the shit cheated.
Here's your winner and still
Oh my God.
What the hell?
Eddie Guerrero.
Guerrero cheated. damn right. Kurt Angle's hanging onto the boot. He had the ankle leg on. Get him, guy's boot come off.
But wait a minute. There's nothing wrong with Eddie's ankle. He outsmarted Kurt Angle, did Eddie. Eddie Guerrero loosened the boot, knowing Kurt would go for the ankle lock again. Eddie Guerrero outsmarted Kurt Angle.
What a match, man. Not for nothing. Eddie Guerrero retaining his title. Tremendous matchup.